Black. That's the package that you came in. African, Ethiopian, Nubian, melanin.
This video is sponsored by Squarespace, an all-in-one platform to construct the ultimate virtual appeal to aid in your business. Okay, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Soleil. As you guys can see, this is a foreign background. I actually just bought my first car, I want to say like 2 weeks ago. I posted on my spam because I wanted to answer questions in this video, but I really wasn't trying to post it. Sometimes I just feel like not everything needs to be broadcasted like immediately, and I was kind of just soaking in the moment of me having the car. My excitement is way less than it was when I first got the car. Before I show you guys the process in which it took to go get the car, let me just do a little bit of foreshadowing, because a lot of this was like unplanned, unorganized, unexpected. Like, so a lot of it I did not document just because it was new for me as well. This was also like in the midst of me like filing taxes, taking finals, and getting ready to graduate. I literally just did not have time to pick up the camera. But let me just explain before I just throw the footage out there, because it's really not that much of the car buying process is just sitting there and signing papers. Back in late April, literally just decided that I've had enough of not having a car. I had the funds to buy a car. I just didn't know what car it was that I wanted to buy. One thing that really held me back was just being completely sure about what car that I wanted. I'm a very indecisive person, so when I came to the realization, ended up having to browse my area, local dealerships in my state, and seeing if they even had this make and model in stock. I'm gonna find out they did not have any. Like, they had 0 in stock. Disregarding the make and model, I wanted to make sure that I had the interior color that I wanted, the exterior color that I wanted, features that I wanted. When the time came for me to actually find that car, it was nowhere to be found. They did not even have any in the state of Georgia. When I originally found the car that I wanted, it was on a Canada car dealership website. They told me that they only had that model in Canada and they couldn't ship it out or anything like that. So that was kind of like iffy for me, but I was able to get pretty much exact same model just without one upgrade. But I was able to get the car. It was about like a week on and off of me just browsing the internet, calling dealerships to see if they had the car in stock. Some dealerships were like trying to persuade me into buying the car they had on their lot, but it wasn't like the same color or didn't have the same specs. And I understand that you're trying to make a sale, but that's not the car that I asked for. Almost every dealership that I called in Georgia was telling me this particular model, they literally only get like 2 to 3 every 3 months. But when they did have it, like, we were buying it within the first week that they got it on the lot. So I really didn't think I was gonna get this car. And it was so last minute that I got it too. I did not plan to get this car. I didn't plan much of the process, but it kind of just all worked out. I don't know what day it was, but I remember seeing dealerships website that they had the same make and model and interior and exterior color in transit to one of the dealerships in Georgia. For me to that dealership, it was like an hour-and-a-half drive. It was so unplanned. I wasn't even expecting to buy a car that soon, but I knew that if I did not get that car like right when it dropped to the dealership, probably was gonna end up having to wait 3 to 5 months to get another even like hope of getting the car. Even if they show on the website that the car is in transit, that doesn't mean that you have full accessibility to get the car. It could have already been sold. So I called the dealership, the salesperson, if they had the car in stock. Luckily they had the car in stock. Literally, like, he was like, yeah, these cars are going by so fast. He was like, so when are you coming into the dealership? And I was like, bro, I didn't know I had to come this soon. Like, telling me like, yeah, you're gonna have to make a move on it because these cars are going by fast. And I was like, dang. At that time I was taking finals. Like, there was so much stuff going on within school and everything that I just did not have the time. I ended up telling him, look, I can't come in because this dealership is literally an hour-and-a-half away from my house. I can't just go be driving back and forth, because when it comes to buying a car, it takes like days for you to be going to the dealership and going back home and back and forth process. So I was like, is there a way that we can do this over the phone? So I pretty much gave him all my information. He ran my credit. I got approved for the car. I had to show my bank statements, like all that stuff I was able to do over the phone. So he basically just told me he was going to call me when the car reached the lot. And that is where the footage goes into now. I didn't have to do anything else other than sign like the final paper and get the keys to the car. So that's just a little backstory. Sorry if it was long. I have to walk you guys through this so you're not caught off guard.
Like a reply had you catching them feelings. Know you been on my mind like Kaepernick kneelings, or police killings, or Trump saying slick shit, manipulating poor white folks because they ignorant, blind to the struggles of the ones that got the pigment. Lately I've been stressing cause it seems so malignant. I need to feel your essence in my presence. If you with it, I guarantee you won't regret you did it.
Anyways, what's up, y'all? Right now we're at the dealership. I'm so nervous. He's bringing the car around for me to test drive it, and my nails look terrible. Hopefully I can get them done today because I got my own car today. Please help us. A minute though. Just say Okay, so now that you guys saw my car, let me just go a bit more in depth about everything. I want to give you guys like a more thorough car tour that I showed, like very quick and simple. It was just kind of like an overview of the car. First, let me just start off by stating the basics. The name of the car, a 2022 Elantra Hybrid Limited, and these are the features that it comes with. This is what literally sold me on the car because it comes with so many good features. It has a 10.25-inch touchscreen navigation. It has ventilated front seat. It comes with a cooling and heated option, full LED headlight, integrated memory system. It has wireless device fast charging, parking collision avoid assistant. That's pretty much whenever you're parking, it's going to alert you if you are too close to other cars or if you are going to hit something. It has parking distance warning for reverse. If you are too far or too close from the wall or like any object that you're trying to park into, it's going to beep. It has highway driving assist. So if you're getting too close to a car, it's gonna be, if there's a car that's behind you that's getting too close to you, it's been helpful, but then it's like bittersweet because it really is helpful when I'm driving on the highway or the interstate or anything like that. It will alert you if you're too close to somebody or if you don't have room to switch lanes. But sometimes I won't even be close to anyone. There will be a car behind me that's too close to me and my car will alert me. So it does get a little bit tricky there, but I'm just glad that it has that option because it's really helpful, especially driving in Atlanta. It has dynamic voice recognition. It has Bose premium audio sound system. This car sound system is so good. It has smart cruise control with stop and go. It has the option to just drive with no hand. I don't recommend that. Like Teslas, for example, have the option where you can drive the car with no hands and the car will literally drive itself. What's up, you guys? It's Editing B here. I hope you guys are enjoying my car tour thus far. But really quick, I just wanted to update you guys on my website given to us by today's sponsor at squarespace.com. The vast majority of my website is already finished, but I just had one last feature that I wanted to integrate into my website. Here, I'm just going to showcase my weekly vlogs that are provided on my YouTube channel. Squarespace gives you the option to integrate links into your website, so I'm just going to grab a few from my channel and paste them onto my website. I decided to cite my last 3 weekly vlogs, so for anyone visiting my website, they are able to just click the link and it will directly transfer them to that given video. I also provided a brief description about what exactly my weekly vlogs are. Lastly, I just decided to play with the font a little bit as well as playing with the colors. They have different options, but I just decided to keep it with its regular plain color. And just like that, we have already added a brand new feature to our website. Be sure to start your all-in-one website at www.squarespace.com for a free trial. When you're sold, make sure you use my link to save 10% off your first purchase of any website using my code VeniceSoleil. And thank you, Squarespace, for sponsoring this portion of today's video. It has a leather wrapped steering wheel, a leather wrapped shift knob, leather trim seating. It has a power tilt and slide sunroof, so pretty much this right here. Side mirror with turn signal indicator, 17-inch alloy wheels, dark chrome exterior accents, LED tail light, Apple CarPlay integration for your phone, Bluetooth hands-free phone system, has a proximity key with push button start. So basically this car is a push start. If I don't have the key on my person, you can't start the car, but I really like the key primary use and another one if I misplace any. It has a dual automatic temperature control, electronic parking brake, just so much other stuff that goes into like the safety of this car. That was one thing that I really admired about it. It has a lot of safety options and a lot of basically like avoiding accidents and anything like that. And lastly, one other feature that the car comes with is the app. When I was finishing all my final papers and everything, my salesman introduced me to the app and showed me how to navigate everything. So pretty much the car comes with a My Hyundai app. So when you log in, it shows you your car, tells you if your doors are locked or unlocked, shows how much fuel you have, how much miles that fuel will last you pretty much. It allows you to locate the vehicle, so if somebody steals your car comes with a tracker so you can track your car and it will tell you the exact location that your car is in. And that's my exact location, but I can't show you guys. Or you can start the car from inside the house or inside wherever you are. You can flash the lights and honk the horn from wherever you are. Now going to answer some questions that you guys have for me with regards to the car. I asked my spam if you don't follow my spam. I was going to say you're missing out, but you're probably not because I rarely post. But that's just because I haven't been posting on YouTube. I'm going to be posting soon. It's okay. There was so many questions. Y'all were going ham. And I'm going to try to answer as many as I can before the sun goes down. So the first one is, did it take you a long time to save? If so, how did you stay so disciplined? It took me like 4 to 5 months to save. After that, I had already had pretty much a good chunk of my savings ready to put a down payment on the car. It was just a matter of time. And staying so disciplined, it just comes down to being disciplined and only buying the things that you need and not the things that you want. Thank you guys so much for everybody saying congratulations. It really does mean the world. How much does a car cost? I don't know if this is stuff that people usually disclose in these type of videos, but this is like stuff that I wish that people said when I was researching for cars. Cars base price, I think on like any website it would be listed as like $29,000, but after taxes and everything at my dealership the total price was like 30 grand. Was this your first car choice? If it wasn't, what was the original idea? The first car that I wanted was going to be probably my worst financial decision ever made. It would be my first and my worst. I'm not gonna say too much about it because I may get it in the future. Because I still want the car. I chose not to get it because it was nothing compared to the amount of features that this car offered and how much you get the price. It wouldn't be very smart of me to get like my first car, really nice car as like my first car, because I already am at a disadvantage with like insurance. You have a higher interest rate because you're younger and you're a newer driver, and especially if you're gonna get a sports car, like all of that adds up onto your insurance. Did you have a cosign? No. I bought this car completely independently. I really wanted to make sure that I did not have anybody co-sign my car. Are you going to decorate the inside? Absolutely not. I don't think this car needs any type of decorating on top of art like what's already provided in the car. The car's interior is literally so nice, like there wouldn't be no reason for me to add extra. What made you get this specific car? For starters, Hyundai was never in like my thought process of like the lineup that I had for the cars that I wanted. I had never even really heard of Hyundai before up until like the newer model. Like a lot of newer models, even with Kia, like their Stingers, a lot of these like typical average car brands are like really upping up their technology and their upgrades and the appearance. Like that's kind of really what caught my eye. Did you put a down payment down? Of course. I chose to finance this car. When financing, they have to run your credit, see if you're eligible to even trustworthy enough to make payments and whatnot. Part of the reason why the bank that approved me was because solely pretty much how much I was putting down. When it came to my credit score, I had a really good credit score, but I had not that much credit history because I just turned 18. The salesperson I was talking to was like, yeah, you have a good credit score, but you don't have any credit history. That's probably going to like bring resistance towards the process, because a lot of banks see independent contractors, people that have their own business, and they're not making a consistent income as a liability because you're not always going to make the same set income every month. Do you like driving the car so far? I absolutely love this car so much. I never thought like my first car I would love this much. Those times where I literally was like getting so desperate, I was like, I'm about to just get a cute little $1,000 hoopty and call it a day because I really just needed a car. But people don't like realize how much of a luxury it is to have a car. Any vehicle that gets you from A to B with no issues, that is an accomplishment. I wouldn't even have thought that I would like my car this much, just because not everybody gets to get even a 2022 model. Like 2022 year isn't even over yet and I was able to get a 2022 car. Like, still blows my mind. I just really wanted to be smart about my decisions. But I love how this car drives. The only other cars that I can compare it to is my mom and my sister driving their cars. It's nothing compared to this car. Like, this car drives so smooth. It's so like quiet. You don't hear the road that much. It drives like butter. What were your requirements for your ideal car? I wanted to make sure it had a nice interior. I wanted to make sure it was reliable, had a lot of longevity. I had to have a sunroof. Like, that was one thing. I needed to have a sunroof. Is it good on gas? Definitely. This car was actually the car like ranked in the list of good economical cars, it being good on gas. First off, real proud of you. The question I have is, what's a good amount to put down on a car? Thank you so much for all of the congratulations. Everyone telling me that they're proud. It really does warm my heart. But I don't think there's like a set amount. A good amount would be like 20 to 30% of the car you should put down. Minimum, you should put down $1,000 on any car. But try to put down as much as you can where you're not having like a really high car payment. But because I put down damn near 10 grand on this car just to make sure majority of it was paid off. But I definitely do recommend buying a car outright, because that would be the best option, because you won't have any car payment. The only thing you have to pay for is a car insurance. Okay, y'all, it's getting really dark outside. I want to just cut this video short before my lighting ends up being jacked. First off, just want to thank you guys so much for the constant support that you guys given me throughout me being on this platform. I want to thank God. If it wasn't for him, I would not have found this. Literally, y'all don't know how much prayer and just patience like just like making sure everything was okay, making sure that I wasn't making a stupid decision. Literally, I feel like God showed me this car because I was praying and praying and praying for like a year and a half. Y'all, I've had my money saved up for a pretty long time, but it took me a year and a half to find out what exact car that I wanted to commit to, because there's so much that you have to take into account. But luckily, this car checked off more than enough off my list, exceeded my expectations, and I'm just so thankful. I'm just thankful that I was even in the position to purchase a car. Not only really see the fruits of my labor, but stuff that goes on behind closed doors and just like the constant going back and forth. Like, this is a big girl purchase, and I'm just beyond blessed to be in this position. I just wanted to say, for those who don't have a car yet, do not, like, first of all, it also comes with bills, okay? So don't rush the process. I really do feel like timing is everything. Just continue to save your money, be patient, and don't make stupid decisions. Try to get as much knowledge as you can. And for those that do have a car, don't take it for granted. Like, literally, you really never know how much you need something until you lose it. It's pretty much all that I have for today's video. I really do hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was informative. If you guys have any more questions, leave them down below in the description. Stay tuned for my uploads because they will be coming. Graduating soon, so hopefully I can upload way more for you guys. But let me get out of this church's parking lot because I'm sure that they're looking at me crazy. Bye guys, I'll see you guys in the next one.